wrote your name across a blank page, then watched the ink become another shade. There were so many things I meant to say, but every sentence came too late. I kept the little moments in my mind, the quiet conversations, the way you smiled. We never knew the ending had begun. We were already losing while we held on. Some words are better left unfinished. Some feelings never find a place to land. So I wrote you a song you'll never hear, about the love that disappeared, about two hearts that meant so much and slowly lost the way to stay in touch. I won't send it, I won't ask you why, I won't reopen what we left behind. It's just a melody for what we knew, a final piece of me that still belongs to you. Past a place where we once watched the rain. The world looked different, but it felt the same. A couple laughed beneath the fading sky, and for a moment I remembered why. You taught me love could feel like coming home, then taught me how to stand there on my own. I hated how the story had to change, until I understood the change is part of love's name. Maybe losing you was not the end, maybe it was where I learned to begin. So I wrote you a song you'll never hear, about the love that disappeared, about two hearts that meant so much that slowly lost the way to stay in touch. I won't send it, I won't ask you why, I won't reopen what we left behind. It's just a melody for what we knew, a final piece of me that still belongs to you. There's no villain in the story we became, no one left to carry all the blame. We were two people doing what we could, trying to hold together what no longer stood. And maybe somewhere in another life we would have gotten everything right, but in this one I'll let the memory fade, without pretending it was a mistake. So here's the song you'll never hear, the one I wrote through all these years. It doesn't ask you to return, it doesn't beg for what we learned. It only says I'm grateful that you came, even though we couldn't stay the same. And when this melody finally ends, I know our story doesn't have to hurt again. I'll close the page and let the silence grow. There are some songs we're meant to never show. I loved you once, and that will always be true. But now this song is teaching me to live without you. I left the hallway light on through the midnight rain, watching water trace patterns on the glass. An unread letter folded neatly in the drawer, holding promises that time slipped past. The winter cold is settling beneath and I'm still listening for footsteps at the door. We built paper bridges over rivers wide, hoping they would hold us through the changing tide. Now the ink is running and the ashes start to fall, leaving me to whisper to an empty wall. I found your wristwatch ticking on the bedside shelf, counting down a story that has reached its end. Funny how a second feels like 20 years when you're trying to learn how to heal again. Not looking for a miracle to bring you back, just looking for a spark along this faded track. A silent bow after the final act. To an empty wall. Ashes start to fall, paper bridges down, silent in the dark. I still brew coffee for two in the quiet morning, watching the steam dissolve into the gray. Your lingering shadow rests upon the rug, a quiet memory that refuses to fade away. The silence hums louder than your last goodbye, counting the seconds as the light turns low. I built a sanctuary out of promises you couldn't keep. Now I walk these empty halls where the shadows run deep. Became a whisper in a crowded room, and I am left here learning how to dance alone. Trace delicate lines on the winter frost, writing a name that the afternoon erased. We traded eternity for a moment lost, left with an echo time cannot replace. If memory is a canvas, mine is painted blue. Every single brushstroke leads back to you. Not angry, just heavy, untangling the thread of all the golden words we left unsaid. You couldn't keep. Now I walk these empty halls where the shadows run deep. You became a whisper in a crowded room, and I am left here learning how to dance alone. Fading light on an empty floor, just a whisper behind the door. Letting go. I found your letter underneath my books, a little piece of us I never overlooked. The words were simple, but they pulled me back to all the moments time could never give back. We used to talk about a distant place, two hopeful hearts with nothing but a dream to chase. Now every road we planned has disappeared, and every promise sounds so far from here. I thought the years would make it easier, but some goodbyes learn how to stay. You're somewhere in the quiet of my memories, living in the corners that I never see. I don't reach for you, I know you're gone, but your shadow keeps reminding me to carry on. Maybe love was never meant to last forever. Maybe some hearts are only passing through. Still, when the world becomes too silent, a part of me remembers you. I changed the way I walk these streets alone, found different places, tried to build a home. I met new faces, heard new stories too, but none of them could make the world feel like you. There are nights when I almost call your name, and I remember nothing would be the same. So I let the thought of you quietly fade, like a distant song at the end of a day. Some memories don't ask permission, they simply return when we least expect. You're somewhere in the quiet of my memories, living in the corners that I never see. I don't reach for you, I know you're gone, but your shadow keeps reminding me to carry on. Maybe love was never meant to last forever. Maybe some hearts are only passing through. Still, when the world becomes too silent, a part of me remembers you. I hope you found the life you dreamed about, the kind of peace ask the past to change its mind. I won't keep searching for what we left behind. Some things are beautiful because they end, and some old wounds become our closest friends. You're somewhere in the quiet of my memories, not a broken dream, but part of who I've been. I can miss you without asking you to stay. I can love the past and still walk away. Maybe we were never meant for forever, but what we had was real while it was true. And when the world becomes too silent, I'll remember what I learned from you. So sleep inside the pages of my history. No more searching for what we used to be. The road goes on and I'll keep moving too, with one quiet song that still belongs to you. I found an old message I never sent, a few simple words with 1,000 regrets. I wrote how I missed the person you were, then closed my phone and said nothing more. There was a time when your voice felt like home, when being with you meant I never felt alone. We made little promises beneath open skies, never believing that good things could die. I kept the truth hidden underneath my pride, while something beautiful was fading from my side. These are the words I never said, the love I couldn't fully confess. All the things I wanted you to know are still living somewhere in my soul. I don't need another chance tonight. I don't need to make the past rewind. I just wish you could have known back then how much I loved you in the words I never said. I still remember the sound of your laugh, the way you looked at me when the world moved too fast. We thought forever was easy to hold, like something written that could never grow old. Then little silences became longer days, and different dreams slowly pulled us separate ways. No bitter ending, no one left to blame, just two hearts learning they could not stay the same. Sometimes the hardest goodbye has no final line. It simply happens one quiet moment at a time. These are the words I never said, the love I couldn't fully confess. All the things I wanted you to know are still living somewhere in my soul. I don't need another chance tonight. I don't need to make the past rewind. I just wish you could have known back then how much I loved you in the words I never sent. Maybe someday you'll hear a melody that brings back a little memory of me. Not the sadness, not the way we ended, just the better days we never wanted to lose. And maybe then you'll understand I was trying to hold your hand, even when I looked away, even when I had no words to say. These are the words I never said, the final truth behind the silence I kept. You were more more than just a chapter in my life. You were the reason some of my darkest days felt bright. I won't ask the past to open up again. I won't chase a story that has reached its end. But somewhere in the person I became, your love still lives without needing your name. So let these words remain where they began, between an old memory and a younger man. I never sent them, and maybe that was right. Some love is meant to stay, where no one has to say goodbye. I thought forever had a place, until we reached the end of ours. Your photograph is facing downward, but I still know your face by heart. I changed the frame, I changed the room, I never changed the way you left a mark. There are evenings when the rain falls and the whole world feels too still. I catch myself expecting your footsteps, like some part of me believes you will. We didn't lose each other all at once. It happened slowly, day by day. Two hearts standing in the same room, while everything we loved slipped away. Where did our forever end? Was it somewhere in the silence? Was it hidden in the words we were both too scared to say? You were once my safest place, now you're only in my memories. I still carry what we had, even though you walked away. I passed the cafe near the corner, where you once laughed at something small. Funny how a simple little doorway can make the strongest heart feel small. I've learned that love can leave a shadow long after someone disappears, and healing isn't losing what we treasured, it's learning how to hold it without fear. Maybe we were meant to find each other, maybe we were meant to change. Not every love story needs forever to make a lifetime rearrange. Where did our forever end? Was it somewhere in the silence? Was it hidden in the words hope they never make you wonder whether you're enough to love right. Maybe our forever ended long before the final goodbye. Maybe love was there to shape us, then quietly teach us how to fly. You were once my safest place, and I'll never call that a mistake. Some people leave us with a lifetime of beautiful memories to take. So I'll stop asking where we ended and start asking where I go, because losing you broke something in me, but it also taught my heart to grow. Where our forever ended, my tomorrow finally began. There's a road I never take these days. Too many memories hiding in that place. We used to walk there with our hands held tight, talking about forever underneath the lights. You smiled at me like nothing could go wrong. I believe that feeling would carry us along. But love can change before we understand, and sometimes two hearts slip right through our hands. I still wonder when the feeling disappeared. Was it slowly fading, or was it always near? That's the last place I saw your smile before we turned into goodbye. I remember how you looked at me like you were trying not to cry. I never knew that final moment would become the one I'd keep. Now every time I pass that corner, it wakes the part of me that still can't sleep. I packed away the letters that you wrote, but every sentence still keeps something close. Your handwriting became a photograph, a little proof of everything we had. I've learned to laugh and live another day. I've learned that missing you can change its shape. It doesn't feel like yesterday anymore, but there are certain memories I can't ignore. Maybe healing isn't leaving it behind. Maybe it's learning how to hold it in your mind. That's the last place I saw your smile before we turned into goodbye. I remember how you looked at me like you were trying not to cry. I never knew that final moment would become the one I'd keep. Now every time I pass that corner, it wakes the part of me that still can't sleep. I hope the years have treated you kindly. I hope you found the peace we couldn't find. I won't pretend that I don't miss you. I just don't need you to be mine, because some people leave a kind of silence that no one else can never quite replace. But even silence has a purpose. It teaches us to cherish what we had. That's the last place I saw your smile, and somehow I can see it still. Not because I'm waiting for you, but because some memories always will. We were young enough to think forever was something we could guarantee. Now I thank you for the days we shared, and let them become a part of me. I won't turn around the way I used to. I won't ask the past to come back through. But somewhere in this heart of mine, there's still that smile, frozen in time.
I still leave the hallway light on, like you're coming home tonight. Some habits never learn the ending, some hearts don't understand goodbye. Your coffee cup is in the cupboard, your old coat hangs behind the door. The room remembers every evening, but you don't live here anymore. I found a letter in a drawer with words we never got to say. Funny how a single sentence can turn a lifetime into yesterday. I thought the worst part would be losing you. I was wrong. It's waking up and finding out the world keeps moving on. Now I'm living in the place your silence left, where every corner knows your name. I can hear you in the quiet, though your voice has faded away. I loved you more than I knew how to confess. Now I'm learning how to miss somebody without begging them to come home. There are photographs in the window, turning silver in the sun. Two strangers looking so certain they'd never become no one. I remember your September laughter, the way you danced without a song. I never noticed I was memorizing every moment before it was gone. Maybe love is not always forever, maybe forever is what it leaves behind. 1,000 little ghosts of happiness that visit when we close our eyes. Now I'm living in the place your silence left, where every corner knows your name. I can hear you in the quiet, though your voice has faded away. I loved you more than I knew how to confess, more than these tired hands could hold. And now I'm learning how to miss somebody without begging them to come home. If I could meet you one more time, I wouldn't ask you to stay. I thank you for the years you gave me, and let the memories find their way. Because some loves are not meant to vanish, they just become a different kind of light, something you carry through the darkness when you're walking home alone at night. I'm still living in the place your silence left, but it doesn't hurt the way it did. Your name is now a quiet story, not a wound I have to hide. I loved you more than I knew how to confess, between goodbye and moving forward. I finally learned to let go of you. So I'll turn the hallway light off for the first time in a long while, and keep the best parts of our story somewhere deeper than a photograph. You are gone, but the love was real. And tonight, that has to be enough. I still know the shape of your goodbye, the way your eyes looked somewhere past mine. You held my hand like you were afraid that one more second would make you stay. The room was quiet, but my heart was loud. Too many questions I could not ask out loud. You said some things are better left behind, but you left your shadow living next to mine. I try to turn the page, I try to change the ending, but every road I take still finds where we were standing. Where does a heart go when the one it shows is gone? How do you hold on when holding on feels wrong? I don't need forever, I just wish we had one more truth, something I could carry that didn't sound like losing you. I packed away the letters that you wrote, not because they hurt, but because they still felt close. Your words had faded underneath the years, yet somehow every line could bring you near. I met new faces, heard new stories told, but none could reach the place you used to hold. Maybe love is not a promise meant to stay, maybe some beautiful things are meant to fade. So I stopped chasing answers, stopped asking who was wrong. Some memories need no ending to prove that they were strong. Where does a heart go when the one it shows is gone? How do you move forward when the past still sings along? I don't need forever, I just wish we had one more truth, something I could carry that didn't sound like losing you. Maybe somewhere in another life we found the courage at the perfect time. Maybe you were never meant to be the final chapter written over me. And if your name comes up one day, I won't pretend I never cared that way. I'll smile for what we couldn't save, and thank the love that taught me how to change. Where does a heart go when it finally lets you go? Does it learn the shape of freedom from the ache it used to know? I don't need forever, I don't need to rewrite the truth. I'll keep the light you gave me, but I won't spend my life waiting for you. So this is where the silence ends, not with you returning, but with me becoming whole again. I loved you once, I mean that still, and now I let the story rest. I still remember how the hallway sounded when your footsteps faded out of reach. There was a silence in that empty apartment, saying more than either one could speak. I found your jacket behind the bedroom door and held it like a stranger holds a photograph. For just 1 second I could almost feel you, then the moment disappeared too fast. I used to think that losing someone was only learning how to let them go, but some goodbyes become a language your heart keeps speaking when nobody knows. You left the shape of you behind in every place I called ours, in the space beside me on the highway, in the quiet after crowded hours. I don't need you to come back to know what you meant to me. Some loves don't end when people leave, they just become the shape we cannot see. I changed the road we always took together, stopped pretending every street was yours. But memories don't follow maps or seasons, they wait for us behind familiar doors. I heard our song inside a passing window, and suddenly the years fell out of place. For a heartbeat I was 19 again, trying to memorize the lines across your face. Maybe time was never meant to heal us, maybe it just teaches us to carry what we could not say from disappearing without turning every memory into grief. You left the shape of you behind in every place I called ours, in the space beside me on the highway, in the quiet after crowded hours. I don't need you to come back to know what you meant to me. Some loves don't end when people leave, they just become the shape we cannot see. If we had met a little later, with wiser hearts and softer hands, would we have stayed through every fracture, or still become two separate plans? I used to blame the distance, then I blamed the words we couldn't say. Now I think we were two good people who simply couldn't find another way. You left more than a memory, you left a different man behind, someone who learned that losing deeply can still leave something beautiful inside. And I won't ask the past to change or beg the future to repeat. I'll carry every part of what we were until your absence feels like peace. So if you ever wonder where I am, I'm somewhere learning how to breathe, with the shape you left behind and all the love you gave to me. Mm-hmm.